There was a lot of activity in the R. Kelly case over the weekend. Notably, Erykah Badu performed in Chicago,
right,
where R. Kelly is, the Aragon Ballroom.
Not just where he is, like the hub of R. Kelly's musical movement, his hometown, the city where he gets the most love.
Right, and she went all out in support of R. Kelly.
Yeah.
She's tried to clarify this, but boy, the crowd did not like what she was saying. Here's what happened.
I don't know how everybody else feel about it, but I'm putting up a prayer right now for R. I hope he sees the light of day. If he's done all those things that we've seen on TV and
I should have said that 20 years ago.
I hope he sees the light of day. What y'all say? That's not love. That's not unconditional love. What if one of the people that was assaulted by R. Kelly grows up to be an offender? We gonna crucify them? I mean, how do we do this?
No, this isn't happening.
So, I mean, right away, this started trending on Twitter, even before this video came out, because people were upset, and a couple of things that she said there. Number one, she asked where the parents were. She also seemingly kind of gave R. Kelly a get-out-of-jail-free card, saying that, listen, he was abused himself, and if somebody else from this R. Kelly documentary starts abusing people, are we going to crucify them too? Insinuating that we should not be crucifying R. Kelly. The crowd booed her, but before this video came out, like I said, people were going insane, wondering why someone with this type of sublime musical legacy would put it on the line for R. Kelly right now.
Well, but remember, she also said something about Hitler not too long ago.
Yeah, a little while ago.
Where she was talking about that you basically have to have love for everybody.
Yeah.
And had mentioned Hitler as well. So she seems to have, you know, a theme just in terms of, you know, acceptance.
Yeah.
But boy, it did not go over well with this crowd. At all.
So she then also took to social media and tried to clarify her comments, and she basically said, like, look, I do have love for you, but I don't support the decisions that you made, and I also want healing for you and the people that you've hurt because you are hurt. So she tried to clarify it a bit, but people were still really upset.
Hey, I think she saw the reaction she got.
Yeah, I think, though, that what people, a lot of what bothered people is that Erykah Badu is such a staunch ally and such an unbelievable shining light. She's been so amazing. And to kind of see her choose this as the hill to make her stand on, it confused a lot of people. But, you know, Erykah Badu, she's a free spirit. I don't think she is pro molestation or whatever, but it's just it's a weird one.
You know, Erykah Badu she's a parent. You know, she should know better as far as blaming other parents for things. I'm sure the parents that were not there in the studio were probably out earning a living, you know, much like she does. She's also made comments that were controversial about Farrakhan, and the thing you mentioned about Hitler, she admired his paintings and things. I mean, she's not without her controversy herself, so I think she would probably do best to think really carefully about what she says and what she advocates for. And she said the same thing about Bill Cosby. So I'm a little tired of hearing about all those things from her, especially as a fellow mother. I would think that she'd more be advocating for kids than she would be advocating for people who are predators upon kids.
You know what bothered me the most about what she said about Hitler and the paintings and stuff? She said Hitler was a great artist. That's not true. He sucked.
No, in fact, that's one of the reasons a lot of
people... He would have
stayed in Austria had his paintings sold.